South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will kick it away first. Looks like he's going to try to return it. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got a man, it's Marsh. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Wide open space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Brown has it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. That's the first one of the day out of there. Fresh, they only used him twice in that victory last week. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback making checks. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. And the Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Arizona State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the side. After bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Gets away from one, finds room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Boston College. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finds space on the right. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the... Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebrook, one of the all-time greats?
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reeder. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, what a cut! He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Might be changing the route. Wants to keep it in the air. Throwing right. All by himself. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play call here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Here's the pressure. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it on the run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big
touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
To the ground with the back. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Jones. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So, Buck.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Irish! And the stomping has commenced. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady. Through 6 touchdown passes against BYU, that record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know He's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep. Territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Got the first down and more. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Going right to work up top. Looking to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The running back has it. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here come the Irish, back on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback? Is in store. We'll see as we start the 4th. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. To adjust the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Quick strike complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point in the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to fire on second down. This time on target. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the big fella. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the run, it's Jackson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting it.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence. And
a shot toward the end zone. turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
Got some room to run. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Reeder. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Made a defender miss. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Gonna run it. It's Brake. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. With the run on first and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll bring it out. It's Marquez. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take...